This video is to give you some hints for homework investigation for C. So I'm going to go through number 7. It says standardized test prep. In triangle ABC, D lies on segment AB and E lies on segment AC. Suppose line DE is parallel to line BC, which proportion is not correct. So our goal is to find something that is not proportional. What we know is we are talking about triangle ABC with D, point D lies on segment AD and E lies on segment AC, and also we know that these DE and BC are parallel. So let's draw first, because I'm not good at visualizing mentally. So we got triangle ABC. That's terrible. And it says D lies on AB, so you can pick any point you want. And E lies on AC, but this DE has to be parallel to this DBC. So it's something like this. Okay? Now let's look at it. AD over AB, is it equal to AC or AE over AC? Is it equal to AE over AC? So let's look at it. AD over this guy over AB. Is it equal to AE over AC? By the side splitter theorems, it should be, right? Side splitter theorem says if these are parallel, then part to whole should be exactly the same as part to whole. Because if you look at this triangle, and if you compare this triangle ADE to entire big triangle ABC, then you know that these two triangles are similar. So AD is proportional to AB and A is proportional to AC. So that's how you solve other things. But again, your goal is to find the one that are not proportional. So A is proportional, therefore it is not the answer. How about B, C, D? So let's look at number 5 for lesson 4:11. It says the dashed line in the figure are all parallel to AC and equally spaced. What can you conclude about how they intersect AB and BC? So if you just look at one pair, right? If you look at just this one, for example, then what can you say about the space here and here? The lengths here and here, or the ratio with those two. Those have to be proportional because of the side splitter theorems. So that is the conclusion, right? So the goal of this problem is to find the conclusion from the given information, right? The given information is all the dashed lines are parallel, all parallel, and equally spaced. So that tells you, that kind of implies the side splitter theorems. So therefore, they intersect segment AB and segment BC proportionally. Okay, let's look at number 4 for lesson 4:12. Use side splitter theorem. Explain why the two rectangles in each figure below are scaled copies of each other. So let's look at the diagonal one right here. This big one, right? So inside of this, you should see those two rectangles. So the goal is to explain why the two rectangles are rectangles in each figure below a scaled copy of each other, right? So let's take those part of the rectangle, half of the rectangle. So do you see two triangles? One, the small one here, a big and a big one. Okay. And why are they similar? Right? Why are they similar? Using the side splitter theorems. So the side splitter theorem says if this guy and this guy are parallel, right, and the other sides will be proportional. And we know how to, we have to use the similar triangle theorem, which is we have AAS similarity, it's AA similarity, SAS, and SSS similarity. So we have to pick one of those to say that these two triangles are congruent. So what do we know about these two problems, right? Well, since this is the rectangle, we know this is 90 degrees. And since this guy is also 90 degrees because of PAI theorem, right? Because we have parallel lines and we get transversal, right? Likewise, this guy and this guy, which is this guy and this guy, are congruent because of PAI theorem. Now we know we have AA, so these are scale copies. Okay, so with the information, I want you to write out or explain why. Write out the statement, the nice clean statement that shows that these two rectangles in each figure below are scaled copies of each other. So those are the hints. Okay, and you can use that idea for part B as well.